What's up? ¿Cómo estamos? Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I shaved. I had to. I was starting to look like John freaking Petrucci. Now, I would never go that far. How is everyone? Jack Sparrow, yeah. Se fue. Ya está, ya no hay más. No hay más locuras. De barba. Esto siempre hay locuras. How's everyone doing? All good? Okay, so today I wanted to do something new. Like I've never done this before, but I've had a few comments on YouTube, people telling me to teach some stuff or to solve some doubts or guitar-oriented stuff. I don't know, tips, whatever it is. And yeah, I thought, why not? I mean, we could try it out, right? Getting tired of been looking at the screen all day. No. Amigos, aquí estamos. Pues esto que estaba diciendo. I'm gonna say it both in English and Spanish. So I'm gonna do a different stream today. I'm gonna have you guys ask me stuff so that I can help you with music theory, composition stuff, guitar techniques, tips, whatever it is. And yeah, so we have like a little bit of, feedback from whatever it is that we're doing today. Pues hoy el funcionamiento del stream va a ser un poco diferente. Y lo que vamos a hacer es que vosotros me vais a decir cosas y yo os cuento cosas, ¿vale? Básicamente. La idea es que me digáis qué os gustaría saber más, en plan, algunas cosas de composición, algunas cosas de sonido, de técnica, de, no sé, alguna cosa con la que podáis querer feedback y entonces hablamos ahí honestamente de lo que necesitamos todos como músicos. What do you call it when the B string snaps? Well, it doesn't happen often, so I don't have a name for it, I guess. I usually break the high E string, actually, like this one. I hardly ever break the B string. Betrayals. That's a good one. Yeah. Ok. No te voy a mentir, quizás tengo algunas preguntas compositivas. All right. Let's start with that. Some composition stuff. That's good. Preguntas compositivas. Empezamos con esto. Me gusta. ¿Qué necesita usted preguntar para la composición? Should I buy a P-Bass? No. We've been talking about this for an entire month already. It's like the only thing we ever talk about. Right, so he wants a P-Bass. Should we get it? Apparently it's better for, for the mix when we record new stuff, which we're not doing right now. And, it's supposed to be like the best bass ever. I don't know. I'm just saying it's expensive and there's like a lot more urgent stuff to spend money on. But, does it give you joy? No, there's no way. A good bass could never give you joy. Okay, composition stuff. Come on, you were going to ask some stuff. ¿Qué iba a preguntar usted de composición? Unsubscribes. Okay, so while the other guy writes his question or ignores me completely. There we go. A la hora de hacer un tema y darle ese contexto de una idea, ¿desarrollas o tienes idea A y B y las juntas? This early in a stream. Okay, so basically the question is, when I'm writing a song, to give it context, do I develop one idea or do I have two different ideas and then I mix them together? Depends. The correct answer is always depends. Because it depends on the project that I'm writing for. It depends on the style. It depends on if I have an idea that I wrote a long time ago and I never found some place for it. And then I suddenly go, oh, you know, I'm writing a different song. And then I go, oh, I could use this here. Maybe that has happened. And I will give you a few examples, actually. Well, actually, one example, one good example, but I'll get to that. I'm going to say it in Spanish as well. So, a veces, lo de mezclar ideas ha funcionado porque a veces compones un riff y está ahí y años después tienes otra idea de otro riff que no tiene nada que ver, pero funcionaría perfectamente con ese riff que estaba guardado en un cajón. Entonces, ahora os voy a poner un ejemplo de un riff que fue así. Y así veis cómo quedó, digamos, en el tema, ¿no? Pero bueno, la respuesta en realidad depende un poco de todo. Hay temas en los que sacas una idea y empiezas a tirar del hilo y al final tienes el tema entero, como suele ser el caso, por ejemplo, ahora con Serapis Project, que es, me pongo con algo y digo, ok, tiramos por aquí, esto está guay, esto está bien, tal, y de repente me doy cuenta que llevo 5 minutos de tema y digo, bueno, pues ya está, pues lo terminamos aquí y se terminó. So yeah, basically it depends on the project that I'm writing for and the feel of the song, I guess. I don't know. So I'm going to show you this riff. If I remember how to play it, I need to remove my string dampener first. Right, so let me see if I remember the riff though. I have to because I need to use the open strings. So I have to like put it back here. Right. So this riff, this very same riff that I'm playing. Yeah. So this is the first riff that I ever wrote, the first metal riff that I ever wrote. And I wrote it when I was 16 years old, and I used it with my thrash prog metal band, Molitium, in 2018, I think. So it had been sitting, you know, still for a while before I actually put that in a song, in an actual song. So yeah, I've done that idea A and idea B and mixed them up. I have done that. Este riff que acabo de tocar es el primer riff de metal que compuse en mi vida con 16 años. Y aunque lo compuse hace muchísimo tiempo, lo usé en 2018 con Molitium porque teníamos un tema y encajaba bien ahí este riff. Pero es simplemente uno de los ejemplos en los que tienes idea A, idea B y las mezclas en algo nuevo y quedó así. Pero no suele ser mucho el caso, por lo menos ahora. Para la composición de, por ejemplo, lo de Serapis Project, no suelo tener idea A, idea B y luego mezclarla, sino que sale todo un poco... Con Serapis Project es diferente también porque ahora, por lo menos, ya hay como una especie de concepto y de contexto. Entonces ya sé más o menos qué debería pasar, entre comillas, y qué necesita la historia, qué necesita el ambiente o la ambientación, digamos, con los efectos que utilizo. Y es más fácil, entre comillas, lo de buscar eso. Pero también es verdad que nunca, o sea, intento nunca repetir cosas, entonces no hay dos canciones iguales y no quiero que las haya jamás. Entonces, si os gusta alguna de las canciones de Serapis Project, que sepáis que nunca va a haber otra igual. Jamás en la vida. So yeah, as I was saying, usually when I write stuff, I mean, I have been known to do that, the idea A and idea B, and mix them in one song. But in Serapis Project, for example, what I usually do is like I start writing something and then I just, keep going until we find something that is cool. Also, I don't like doing the same things twice. I think I've mentioned this before as well, but I mean, I don't like doing two songs exactly the same, so I wouldn't necessarily write, choruses or hooky riffs or choruses. Yeah, I already said choruses. Sorry, I'm just trying to think more words for this. But I mean, I don't do like regular natural structures for the songs, and it's cool because I'm always trying to find something new. But also, it's kind of, as I said it in Spanish, maybe easy. It's not the correct word that I'm looking for, but I mean, it's easy to look for stuff in Serapis Project because now that we've been doing like 2 concept albums that, they fit with one another, it's like, it's easy to know where the story is going and what the band needs, let's say. So I kind of move in that direction. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I mean, I don't, like, when I sit down to write stuff for Serapis Project, I just go and see what happens, And if I like it, I'll keep it. And if I don't, I'll delete it forever and I'll do the same thing the next day, I try to write something every day. And today I wrote some stuff, but it was horrible, but I still uploaded it. Oh yeah, and I also said in Spanish that I never do the same things twice in my songs. So if you guys like any of the songs of Serapis Projects, you should know that I'm never doing any other song exactly like the ones that are there right now. I mean, the ones that they're out right now. En el caso de tirar del hilo en una idea, no sé cómo preguntarlo. ¿Cómo sabe uno el punto entre, vale, esto tiene una dirección A, vale, estoy haciendo una sucesión de sin sentido? Sus bandmates lo saben, pero bien lo de que no se repite nada, todos a una con ellos. No te sé decir muy bien. O sea, cuando compongo cosas, digamos que me tiene que interesar suficiente el camino que eso está tomando como para seguir tirando del hilo. No sé si me explico. Es decir, tengo una idea, si me gusta, guay, sigo desarrollando. Si algo no, corto ahí, vuelvo un paso atrás y tiro por otro lado. Si queréis podemos intentar como componer algo así aquí en vivo, en directo, a ver qué sale y a ver si así resolvemos alguna de tus dudas. So he's basically saying, like, if I have one idea and I want to develop it, how do I know between, okay, this has a direction, a clear direction, or this makes no sense and I'm wasting time, right? Basically. So my answer would be that I don't spend too much time thinking about any of these things. Like I come up with something, I just play. And if I'm interested, I'll keep going. And if I'm not, I'll just break it up there and just go for something else completely different, let's say. Well, I mean, the whole Serapis Project thing started by me writing one song that made no sense. It was an 11-minute song. I've talked about this on Patreon before. And sooner or later, that video will be out for everyone. But I mean, the first song that I wrote for Serapis Project was like 11 minutes long. And it was instrumental and nothing made sense. But I did it during the pandemic. So, I can be excused for that. So the thing is that I left it there for years, maybe 1 year and a half, not years, but I mean almost. And then I went back to it and I listened to it and I was like, this is bad, like super bad. But there are a few things that might work. So I started working on that. And then it became a whole, project or band, and we started touring. So that's, I'm guessing that worked. Me cundiría ver eso, hacer una composición chiquita en directo, ver en directo formas de trabajar. La composición es mi asignatura matadora. Okay, let's do this. Let's write something live. Let's write some music. So let's choose a key. Dime una tonalidad. Elige una nota, un tono, un modo, lo que quieras. Vamos, vamos. Tiene que ser más rápido esto, ¿eh? Menor armónico. ¿Por qué os gusta tanto el menor armónico? Ok, vamos a hacer una cosa. Vamos a hacerlo en menor natural, pero al final haremos un dominante o un disminuido para poder hacer menor armónico, ¿vale? Okay, so we're gonna write a song or a riff, or like a riff, and if it becomes something, then so be it. So he said B minor, harmonic minor. Sorry, in English we need to like swap the words around. So B harmonic minor. So that would be. So I suggested, okay, let's do it in B minor, and then we'll end up with a diminished or something, so that we can do something like. So we can use that. Okay, so should we do like a clean intro or something like this, or just straight riffing and crazy stuff? Clean intro. Okay, let's do this. So, when I try and write stuff up, I mean, I don't normally do something like this. Like, okay, let's choose one key and then just go over that. But we're going to do this as an exercise today. So, what I would do is like, I would think which chords I kind of, need to underline, let's say, for this particular part. So if it's a clean intro in B minor, then maybe I would look for something like, the triad first, so that I get the sound, and then maybe I can, shape it up a little bit. Like, for example, leave some open strings. Like maybe I would do something like that. So we can have that, so we can have some flavor in the chords. Maybe we could leave that G open as well, so we have that. So you can have something like. That sounds B minor and cool. When alternate picking, do you use pick slanting? No, I don't. I always pick everything alternate. I know it's maybe more work, but I like how it sounds when you do those little runs. Like, I just love the sound. And when you do two the same direction in a row, I don't like it as much. My pick flat. I don't know. You tell me. We'll go back to the composition in a second. Not completely flat, because then you would hear as opposed to, which I don't do much, because then it sounds horrible, but I mean. big slanting. I thought big slanting is like when you do 2 downs in a row, like, you know? Maybe it's a different word in Spanish, so I don't know. Or I'm confusing this with economy picking. I have no idea. Did you watch the Troy Grady series? I have no idea who Troy Grady is. Sorry. And also, I was using the wrong pickup, so. Normally I warm up a little bit before doing this, but you know. Oh, rest, always rest. Right, so let's keep going with the composition thing, right? So we were doing something like this. Right, so we had this chord. So maybe if you wanted some B minor stuff, like, and then the harmonic at the end. Oh, this is not the piezo. This is my Kemper, actually. But when I use the piezo as well, like when I do both things at the same time, it sounds incredible. I'll show you someday, or maybe later. Maybe you could do. Sorry. Oh yeah, because I'm doing. Sorry. Yeah, so you could do something like that, like. I'm gonna add another chord in the middle. Something like this. What did I do earlier? Maybe something like that. I don't know, something like this. Oh. What did I do? Oh my god. Okay, that could be cool. That works. Maybe you could change later, you know, at different chords. Maybe that could be like the intro. That could work. Oh, sorry. ¿Cómo se llamaría el tipo de acorde que estabas haciendo con el dedo de en medio para el grave? No sé a cuál te refieres. Esto. ni idea. Esto a ver, es un sol, tenemos un mi, otro sol y luego un re. O sea que en realidad tiene más pinta de sol con una sexta que no un... Bueno, un mi menor invertido podría ser también en realidad con la séptima. Sí, podría ser un mi menor séptima invertido con el bajo en sol. Pero con el... perdón, sería como un... pero aquí. Pasa que también estoy haciendo el re, la séptima aquí. O sea, no, la novena, perdón, estoy flipando. Claro, sería como hacer un sol, o sea, un mi menor, pero en inversión. Es que es complicado esto, ¿eh? Suena bonito, ¿eh? Creo que aquí es más cómodo igual, ¿eh? No lo recomiendo igual, ¿eh? Aunque podríamos hacer con la cuerda al aire. Tommy, we're writing a song. I don't know. We could do that for the intro. And then, you want some metal, right? Yeah. So, if I want to keep that flavor, like the intro kind of stuff that's going on, but on the metal side, maybe I could use, you know, I would add some dissonances so we have that. And then maybe add some melodic parts as well, so you can have, instead of the, something like this, maybe you could add some. Okay, metal. Yeah. Okay, we'll do the bluesy approach later, the bossa nova approach later. So. Maybe you could add some, you know, those things that, oh, I love them, like the fifths and sixths. So you could have. Oh, sorry. You know, something, I don't know, so you can have some chords and then some beefy parts and then some melody. So you have everything, a little bit of everything. Something like this, I don't know, I would do something like that, probably. And maybe you could add some, so you can have that tension somewhere. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe you can later go back to chords, to the. But we could add the bossa nova part thing, so we could play with the fingers and. Maybe you could add that G. Maybe we we could change like a little bit. Thank you. I'm not a great finger player, but I mean, my air guitar is out of tune. Please advise. Get a new one. Get a new air guitar. They're cheap. Esta noche, en base a esto, ya se ha compuesto el 14º álbum de Sora. Right, so if we did that little riff, let's see if I remember what I did. Yeah, this happens a lot. So I usually write music with my Cubase open so that I can record the stuff, because I just go over them and then I forget about it. Because I would say, okay, that works. So I would start working on the next part, and then I would never finish this, So yeah, that happens a lot. How did I do this? Yeah. Maybe and something like that, so you can add some weight. I would do something like crazy at some point, like dramatics and changing keys or something. I don't know. You can do so much. Like, I mean, you can do anything really if you look for it long enough, Maybe we could change to something else, like... Oh, sorry. Maybe we do something. Well, yeah, do it again. Something, I don't know. I'm just looking for stuff that might sound interesting, but most of the times you get nothing. But you still practice looking for stuff, so you get good at it at some point. ¿Sueles acabar lo que vas siguiendo, rollo tener la idea 80-90%, o haces algo que pudiera ser una idea base y sigues? Es que depende para cada canción, es que cada cosa la trato diferente, ¿sabes? Si algo me motiva lo suficiente como para seguir dándole vueltas, sigo. Si no, digo como, bueno, pues esto va por aquí, ya le pondré detalles y slides, armónicos, bendings, acordes raros o lo que sea y ya está. Pero intento como tirar para adelante. So yeah, let's look at the diminished part and see if we can come up with something better, right? So we have this. Something like that. So, I mean, that's okay, but that's not super cool. I mean... So maybe instead of that, I would look for a different phrase, or one time I would do that, but then the next time maybe I would do something different. And I do that a lot. If you listen to my music, like in Serapis Project, I never do the same phrase twice. especially in the new album coming out. You'll see in the last few songs, it's insane. It's bad, really bad. Yeah, and I regret it. So yeah, let's do something else with that. You wanted some harmonic minor, so let's try and do some harmonic minor stuff instead of doing the, the diminished, and that's it. A descansar, amigo. Buenas noches. So we have. So instead of going, maybe we could do something like that, so, and maybe add in a little triplet at the end, so you get this. So I could do something like. Something like this, so that you would change the feel or the rhythm of the riff, even if it's only for a second. That sounds cool, like it has some extra something somewhere. I can't remember what we did. Yeah. Maybe we could change it to a different version of this one, but over here, so we could do something like. Something like, so you keep the rhythmic aspect, but not the notes. Maybe you keep the same of the clean on the second time, so it feels familiar or something like that. So it would be something like. That sounds cool, I think. So, should we try and loop it? Okay, let's try and do this. It might not be, it might not come out well enough, but we'll try it. So, something like this. Okay, so maybe I could do it on the other guitar. Yeah, that would be good. To try and harmonize this and do something else to that same riff, to add some flavor, Buenas noches, amigo. You see my point? It's like to add some stuff to it. So that first. Let's do it. Todo depende. Suena bien cool. Y aunque todo dependa, me viene guay ver este ejercicio para añadir una neurona de composición. All right. So. Y después hacemos. Let's try that out. Can we make up some fun lyrics for this song? Okay, you do that while I'm finishing the riff. Yeah. You know, I would do something like this. Like if we could pan it, that would sound okay. Oh yeah, that. I was doing. That could be cool. Okay, let's try that one more time. So. Yeah, it sounds bad. Okay, let's try this one more time. Something like this. I don't know. So. Okay, that works. I mean, it's not a great riff, but I mean, it works. I have no idea. So that could be like the intro, like right after the intro stuff. So we have like two different sections, and then if vocals kick in or a solo or like a guitar as in the melody, you know. I don't know. About a duck struggling with issues about eagle invasion to his duck town and his best friend, an imaginary talking bread. That's good story. How do you say this? Like story writing? I don't know. Service fits anime opening. Yeah, a little bit. When I studied jazz, I started, learning all these chords, and I wanted to do something with them with distortion. I wanted to do something weird. I didn't want to play jazz, but I didn't want to just do. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just not into it, Not anymore. I was when I was 15 or 16. I'm 32. Right, so let's change the subject. We're done with the composition stuff. We wrote a song. Let's do something else. So let's do some more questions. Maybe they don't need to be specifically for guitar tips. Maybe some could be, in terms of music or harmony or just, about anything really. Anything you guys want to know. Okay. La escala melódica. Además de que es la que uso más en Serapis Project. Okay, what's your take on Govan? Oh, he's probably the greatest guitar player who's ever lived, I would say. The only bad thing I can say is that he doesn't have like a YouTube channel or something like this, so we could look at, see more stuff from him. It's like he doesn't record much stuff, and I hate it because I know he's touring with Hans Zimmer, he's touring with the Aristocrats, he's sometimes tours with his own band or album or whatever. But I mean, his album was released, 14 years ago? I mean, we need another one. I rate him higher than the Beard Man. Not gonna lie, I'm guessing you mean John Petrucci with the Beard Man, and yeah, obviously, I mean, Guthrie is the best. Guthrie is like in terms of musicality, he's the greatest. In terms of technique, he's unparalleled, and then he has such melodic improvisation skills, and nobody else plays like this. It's so crazy. Ahora volvemos a lo de la melódica. Oh yeah, I covered that solo a long time ago, and I did that with my old phone, and it looks bad, and the audio is bad, and my vibrato was way worse than it is today. So yeah, but can you do it now? No. And also, I know that Steven Wilson doesn't like his songs being covered. So if I did that here on Twitch, they would probably block the audio from my channel or for that video. And then if I uploaded that to YouTube, they would block the audio probably for that video. So it's like, dude, why? Okay, let's see. I'm actually a little curious about something. Pedaling. Are there different ways to do this? Right versus wrong? As in, you mean pedaling as in stacking pedals, like distortion, I don't know, delays, reverbs, stuff like this? Is that what you mean? Kind of basic, I know, but I was thinking about it the other day. Okay, so while you answer the... Wait, what did I do? Oh, I just deleted the riff that I did. Okay, so my vibrato, I prefer slow vibrato than anxious, nervous vibrato. So it's like before I would have done something like this, when I was 20, and now I like more like being in control of whatever it is that you're playing. So I prefer this kind of thing. So you get that. You don't need to do it always the same. I mean, you could start with and then slow it down later, and then depends on the style and the speed of the song, whatever. But I mean, no, bassline, driving sound of lower notes versus melody on top. Ah, okay. I wasn't aware that this is... I mean, I know the term pedal notes, so maybe you mean something like that, like the, something like this, you mean? Or as in having a chord and then changing the bass, like... I'm confused. Do you know this guitar player called Gus Drax? I want to say that I do because it rings a bell, but I'm not sure right now. I'm not sure. I might not have seen that video. Remember the start of Sabaton's Rockers Drift? Ah, you mean like stuff like with the open string, like the Wasted Years kind of thing, right? Like the something like this, you mean? Okay. So no, I don't think there's a wrong way to do this. I'm guessing that depends on the melody you want to, you know, write or express or whatever you want to call it. And I'm guessing it depends also like on the picking pattern that you're using, or yeah, often it's not an open string. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like you could do open strings and just moving up, like, I don't know. You know, stuff like that. You could also do that in legato, kind of the, yeah, I don't know. Something like this. And then you could also use, as you're saying, like different strings instead of open strings, different notes, like stuff like this. So no, I don't think there's a wrong way to do this. Usually what I do is like when I do stuff like this, yeah. I had this line in one of the Born in Exile songs that I can't remember right now, but it's something like, something like this. And it's like what I try to do, at least, so to keep you know, noise away, let's say, is I try to always play the G string down and then the B string up, so that I get this, that I'm attacking the strings from the outside and not from the inside. I never want this inside picking thing that is terrible for the noise and for the, you know, for calculating how long you need to move your wrist to get to the next string. If you're inside the two strings, it's like once you do this, how do I calculate when's the next one coming, you know, and how far is it? If I'm attacking from the outside, as soon as I hit it, I'm already in, you know, in time to go back. I don't know. I usually do it like that. So I practice a few exercises to do that, like to always attack the strings from the outside. So whether it's only 4 notes, like something like, so I would start an upstroke for this one to avoid having this one down and then having the B string up. So instead of, then, so once you start again, you're inside picking. So if you start with an upstroke, then suddenly everything is alternate still, but you just change the first one, but the end helps more, I think. I think it's better, it's easier to play it cleanly, you know? I don't know. Stuff like that. If I use this, then it's cleaner. Okay. That's good to know. Awesome. So more stuff, more stuff. Keep it coming. Because if this helps, like, I don't mind doing some streams like this from time to time, you know? Also, I'm almost at 800 subs on YouTube. So how do I do this? Wait, was it like this? It's not working? Why not? My social media links, they're gone. How do I do this? Is it not working? Really? It's not. Dude, seriously? None of them work? None of them work. What's going on? Oh, maybe I need to like update my, how do you call this? The chatbot thing. Okay. Let's try it out now. I updated it, I think. No, it's not working anymore. Okay, don't worry. What I'm gonna do is this. Okay. La melódica, perdón. Discúlpeme, caballero. Menor melódica. You made a thing, but it's not good at all. Lyrics? You made some lyrics? Yeah. La menor melódica, tío, es una escala con la que hay que tener muchísimo cuidado. Porque no se sostiene por ningún lado, básicamente. Entonces, normalmente lo que se hace con esta escala es utilizarla para sustituir acordes que no están dentro de la tonalidad. Entonces, lo utilizarías para, por ejemplo, sustituir dominantes. Lo utilizarías para, por ejemplo, si tuvieras un acorde dominante sin función de dominante en un tema, como para que, por ejemplo, ¿no? Si tienes esto, harías ahí una lidia bemol 7, que es la escala lidia dominante. De hecho, se llama, en inglés le dicen Lydian dominant. Para luego resolver a algo. Si no puedes resolver a otra cosa, no va muy bien. Es una escala que no funciona mucho para mantenerse durante mucho tiempo sonando, digamos. Entonces se suele utilizar como para cuando hay un acorde extraño, puedes hacer ahí. Resuelves por eso. Y ya está. No te puedo decir mucho más porque en realidad es un poco un sabor adquirido. Es como que cuanto más lo practicas y más estudias temas que la usan, más empiezas a entender cómo la podrías usar tú, pero no se lo recomiendo a nadie porque es muy difícil. Okay. Do you have any tips or training techniques for ear training? Okay. So, the best advice I can give you is this. Wait. This is what we did when I was studying jazz. We did this every single day. They have like chords, chords. How do you say this? Like chord dictation. I think it's the name for this. Then intervals, like note intervals, chords, scales, entire scales. Obviously, the chords you can do triads. You can do seventh chords. So you can like start it slow and easy. And once you get good at it, you keep adding stuff. And then the other thing that I would do that I stopped doing because I found this website, but I mean, the first thing that I did to do some ear training was quit tabs forever. And then what I did was like record myself with my phone, and I would play random intervals. Like I would go something like, and then I would do, and then then I would do. And then I would do. I don't know. And then once I was done playing random intervals like that, I would stop recording. And then the next day, without my guitar, I would just listen to the recording, and I would, write it down, see if I was guessing them correctly. And then after I was done, I would pick up my guitar and I would play what I had on my paper. And then I would listen to it, see if I was right or not. And at first, I was, not right every time, but then I got good at it by force of habit, I guess. So by doing that and then quitting tabs and trying to learn every single song that I could find by ear, obviously I sucked at first, but I kept doing it. So I got it, I got better at it. And then this website helped a lot. And then with one of my friends, when we were studying jazz, whenever we didn't have a lesson or a practice, a practice room, for example, to play guitar, what we would do is we would book a piano practice room if there was one available, I mean. And, we would go to one piano room, and then one of us would just, how do you say this? Like, not look at the piano, let's say, and then the other one would just play intervals or chords, and the other one had to guess. So we did this every day for years. So we started getting the hang of it. Yeah. It takes time, but the problem with, the problem today, let's say, is that there's a YouTube tutorial for everything, and there's tabs for everything, and you even get like the famous guitar players teaching you the stuff, which is great because then you learn firsthand what they're doing and what maybe you were doing wrong. It's like, oh, I was doing it here and he does it over there, or on this string, or in this group of strings instead of that one. And that's good. And they save you time, right? Like if you already have the tabs, it saves you time. If you already have the, John Petrucci teaching you how he plays, Pull Me Under, then it's easier and faster to learn it that way. The problem is that you're not doing the work yourself. So you never develop your skills because you're relying on the content that is out there. And it's helpful if you're stuck, but it should never be the first thing that you go for. I hope that helps. And I know it doesn't because it's the long answer that nobody likes. It's like you need to sit down and practice. But yeah, I mean, that's the only way to do it. And I'm pretty sure they did the same thing. The great players, they just sat down and got to practice and played with other musicians and studied a lot and then developed their ear. And what do you know? Years later, they're great musicians, So I'm hoping to be one of them someday. Okay, let's see the lyrics. Seritz. No. There's nothing wrong with anything. It's like, at first I sucked at it, but it's like you need to sit down and do it until you get it right. I mean, there's one thing that I like thinking, and it's like, you don't need to practice something until you get it right. You need to practice it until you can't get it wrong. So I know it's kind of extreme, but I mean, depending on what it is that you're trying to learn. I mean, let's say you're doing open chords, right? So if you're doing like triads like this, I'm pretty sure that, most people can do them without failing. Like the first time they just do this, it comes out right. I mean, most of the times at least. So how to say this? Like, I can't find the words in English today. Oh my God, I'm struggling. So the demand level of this might not be too high. So maybe, sweep picking, it's harder. I mean, obviously. So practicing this until you cannot get it wrong is obviously more demanding than a chord, right? Instead of something like this, then maybe obviously you need to spend more time here than on the chords. But once you're done with the chords, they should stay there forever. I mean, every now and then you should practice them anyway, but I mean, they don't get rusty so easily. But with sweep picking, since it's such a demanding technique, maybe you should work on it more frequently, let's say, and then as soon as your sweeping level gets high enough, then the easy sweeps you won't have to practice as much, but to get there you need to do all the work anyway, so there's no shortcuts in that way. Where are the lyrics? So what was the lyrics about? Let me see. Where are the lyrics? A duck struggling with issues about eagle invasion to his duck town. And his best friend, an imaginary talking bread. Okay. Lyrics. I said about betrayal earlier, and I was thinking about Nefertiti because we haven't heard what actually happened to her. Did Hades steal her away as bait for Serapis? And in ancient Greece, they would burn soldiers in funeral pyres. So it starts off with her body dying and being burned, and then her soul being stolen by Hades. Okay. Struck down by my own blood, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, let down by those I had come to trust. Betrayal. You're saying betrayal because I broke my B string the other day, right? That's good. And then a figure shrouded in gold reaches his hand towards my soul. With an offer I can't deny, I let him guide. But fortune, I love that you put like the stickers in between. But fortune never favors the bold. Promises made, fingers crossed, reality revealed too late. I'm tried by my faith. Where's the duck and the bread? Okay, man. Thanks for dropping by. See you soon. That's great. That's good. I mean, we didn't say explicitly what happens to her. Yeah. That could be too, yeah. Persephone? I don't know if you say this like that in English. Persephone, it's in Spanish at least. But Penelope Cruz. Right. Persephone Cruz. So yeah, we will. I am not supposed to reveal more Serapis Project stuff right here, right now. You guys even listened to the new song before everyone else did. You guys already have more info than anyone else. Did you like the new song, by the way, with the... Wait, let me see if I got the... Whoops. Oops. I love playing that. It's so difficult, but I love it. It's like you get this G 3 times, and then again 3 times. But every time I play it differently. It's like I do like a hammer on, and then I do down, up, hammer on, down, and then I plug the open G string. So it's 6 Gs really, but Yeah. I mean, with this effect, it's like I made it so that the underworld is represented by that, you know? So that you can hear the actual atmosphere like this, like as you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, if I remove that though, it's like if I did it fast enough, maybe that could have worked, but I kind of need the reverb for it to feel like you're somewhere else, you know? Also, it helps if your G is in tune. So that's kind of like the stuff that Tosin Abasi does with the selective picking. But then I'm doing this in different strings, even though it's the same note. Yeah, so you get that feel. So I did that again. I mean, I did this before on act number 7. So you get this. How did I do this? Ah. It's not the right string, right? Yeah, that's the one. Okay. That's one of the hardest riffs I wrote for Syrupy's project. This. With the thumb. Double thumb here. And then I never play with fingers, so when I do this, it sounds so bad. But Sergi does an amazing job, so we're fine, you know? My side of the stage sounds bad. His side of the stage sounds amazing. Yeah. That's difficult. Ah. Something like this. I don't know. Yeah. It's a difficult song. And most people don't realize, because people think that, you know, speed is harder than dynamics. And that's, you know, the furthest away from the truth. And also in that song there's no drums. So it's like you can't hide behind anything. It's like you need to play it perfectly. And there's no way to play that perfectly. Right, so more questions, more stuff. Lyrics. Okay, so am I supposed to sing those lyrics? With the riff that we wrote that I don't remember anymore? What did we do? It's B minor, right? Of course, the stretch from the 5th to the 9th fret with the moving pinky are so pretty damn hard. Oh yeah. Actually, it's fret number 3. Something like this. No. Yeah, so it's 3 to 8. Oh, act 6. Okay. Those ones? Yeah, those are bad. And the last part of the song is the one I hate the most. The one with the this one is terrible. Time to play this. Hey, hey. Welcome. Voy a proceder a guitarrear un rato y a dormir. Thank you so much. Buenas noches, amigo. Can you play some DT solo? Okay, I mean, I haven't played any of the Dream Theater songs since we stopped, but I'm guessing we could try. We could try. Which one? All good. How are you? Barstool Warrior. Okay. Let me check. Let's actually use titles so that I don't get ads, because YouTube is out of control, let's say. Okay, where's my playlist? Here it is. Barstool Warrior. The actual solo, right? I mean, let's see if I remember the solo first, okay? I know it starts here, but I mean... Okay. Wait. Okay. That wasn't so bad, though. I think it's something like that. Let me check. Yeah, let's try that out with the song actually, yeah. Let's try it out, see what happens. There you go. Was that good? No, thank you. That's a cool phrase, though, like the one going up. Yeah. Oh, you covered this song. The solo or the entire song? Just the solo, I see. Yes, okay, so let me just spam my socials for a second. I learned the 40th anniversary tour here on Twitch entirely, and I covered it in one go. I mean, not entirely, sorry, because I don't have a 7-string, so I didn't do the mirror, and then As I Am because it's in C, and I didn't do something else, Home because it's in drop D, and Panic Attack because it's in B. but all the E standard songs and the E flat that I did on my Sterling by Music Man JP6, I played them all in one go. So if you want to check out the video, this is my most viewed video, by the way. And if you subscribe to my channel, it could be, it would be a huge help. Maybe you are already subscribed. I don't know. Maybe you already know that video and you're here today because of that video. But I need to spam from time to time, So yeah, the alternate picking. I've been working on alternate picking for a long time because it's one of my favorite techniques. So I try and keep it as clean as possible. But what's your alternate picking max? I have no idea. Yeah. What do you mean, like tempo? Like going up with the metronome and just playing, I don't know, like stuff like that, but I don't know. Depends on the song that I'm playing or the speed that I need. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't really use my metronome to go that far into one phrase and just repeating that. Those kind of things you mean, right? Yeah. I can't remember all the notes, but okay. Is that the tempo of the song? Or is it a little bit more or a little bit less? The tempo of the song is 135. I see. Okay. Oh, that's good then. Nice. Whoops, I haven't played this in a long time. No. Something like this, I think. Yeah, so I did do like alternate picking routines for a long time. It's like now I usually just play stuff, but I mean, before I would go and do for hours, or and then changing strings. But now I don't do that much anymore, because now I'm more focused on my band and my music and playing, gigging, touring. We have a European tour coming up in May, so I'm practicing my own songs. So I need to know my own songs. I haven't played the guitar in 2 years. Oh, dude, no. Need to get back, please. I used to just Paul Gilbert alternate picking pattern. Oh yeah. You mean the those kind of things, right? Yeah. I know. I should get back to practicing those. Yeah, I haven't done those in a long time. But he also adds like a little bit of a how do you say, it's like a legato in the middle. He goes like he doesn't pick every single note. He goes like, and Petrucci does the same thing, but something like, where he would pick the first 4 notes and you know, pull off the last two notes. The other guy goes. So he does hammer-ons for the first 2, but then so you kind of get the same notes, but you're accenting differently the same, like the notes that are on the pattern, right? And I think I got more used to the Petrucci one because I like that for going down or up, like something like this. Well, they do that. I mean, I'm up for the picking every note, but I mean, I know that they do this. Do you know the song Colorado Bulldog by Mr. Big? Paul Gilbert does this lick where he goes 1, 2, like 1, 2, 3, taka-da-da, 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 taka-da-da. So the first 2 are like, well, he picks the first one, then does 2 hammer-ons, and then the rest are picked. I know, it does. But I mean, yeah, I'm up for the. And then the Malmsteen stuff, you know, the. Oh, I made it up. But those patterns, you know, I got used to those a long time ago, and now I don't practice them anymore, I guess. Not enough, but I mean, they kind of work when I need them, so that's good. This one is from the Jet to Jet, was it, by Alcatraz? Something like that, and then the sweeping. Sorry. I don't remember the solo, but I mean, it goes along those lines. Something like this. I can't remember. The same on every song. I mean, yeah, he has like a very strong attitude, let's say, on his vocabulary, which is good in terms of, you know, he's instantly recognizable, and that's not something many players can boast about. But then again, yeah, to my ears, I get tired kind of quickly. But I mean, Zach Wild does the harmonic stuff, you know, the pinch harmonic stuff, and also has a very recognizable sound. He has, you know, bluesy licks that we have all played to some extent. So he has the recognizable part, but as well has a different vocabulary, and still I kind of get tired after a while. Yeah. So yeah, I was into the whole Guitar Hero stuff a long time ago, and now I'm more into the harmony and chords and chord progressions and stuff like that, you know, and the stuff that I write is more chord oriented, let's say. So I'm getting into those cleans and the stuff like. So yeah, that's kind of the things that I do. I get more into this, and then obviously with distortion, I make some chord progressions that are kind of weird. Actually, Tommy was mentioning one of these, like the. So yeah. How do you like the new age guitar players? Asato, Plini, Jason Richardson. So Mateus Asato I mean, they're all phenomenal players. I think the one that I like the most about these three is Mateus in terms of tone, in terms of the sound. He's so good. I mean, he sounds amazing. And I like what he does because he's very aware of the harmony as well. He rarely plays some, simple lines. He's always constantly doing some chordal structures to his playing, and I like that. And then Pliny, I used to like his EPs and the first full album that he released. And then the new ones, they're good, but I kind of get the feeling that it's more or less more of the same, And that is happening with Dream Theater as well. The new album, I was expecting a better record, let's say. It's not a bad record. It's just not my favorite. And, Mike Portnoy coming back and everything, I was like, oh, this is going to be such an amazing album. And it's like, it's okay. But the fact that my favorite song on the album is Bend the Clock and the rest are like, dude, seriously? I mean, I don't know the song, but I'm doing the. What is this? It's like, and Petrucci goes and says, "Oh, that's my favorite song on the album." And it's like, what? I saw Zach Wild last week with Zach Sabbath. I've seen him play everything except his own material. Yeah, I saw him touring with Ozzy, but I never saw him play his own stuff, I think. You went to their 40th anniversary tour. Nice. I did too. I went to the show in Madrid here in Spain. I live in Spain. It was good. But yeah, there was only, one song from the new album, Night Terror. So, it was a good show. I'm not saying that it's a bad show if they play the new stuff. I'm just saying, like, out of 3 hours of songs, there was only, 10 minutes that I was okay. But Distance Over Time was, wasn't a bad album either. Just the Mangini era wasn't my favorite because I think they focused. Yeah, it wasn't a bad album. But I mean, the problem for me with the Mangini era was the playing with a click. The sounds, like the drum sounds, I mean, they sounded a little bit more processed. And I don't like clicks and I don't like production elements. And I think they went a little bit overboard with that during Mangini's time. And he's a phenomenal player. He's a phenomenal drummer. And he could do stuff that nobody else in the world could do. And that's great. But to me, the sound was not my favorite kind of sound. I mean, the drum sound. And the compositions were very, when they do this kind of things where they have this in the new album as well, when they do those. It's like nobody wants to listen to this, It's like, oh, but we did like a 59-16, and it's like, well, good for you, bro. It just doesn't do it for me anymore, But yeah, I mean, obviously that's my opinion, and we all have a different opinion. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that yeah, yeah. But the Dance of Eternity does that for like 4 seconds, and on the new one they do this for like 35, and it's like, hmm, I don't know. It's just not my thing. And I feel like they did this a lot with Mangini as well. With the even in the Barstool Warrior thing, they do this kind of riff where they go. And it's like, I mean, you could have done like a clean, I don't know, something like. I don't know. I was as well, but I mean, I kind of got tired and I grew to like other things. And to be fair, I'm not even listening to bands anymore. I'm listening to composers. I'm listening to soundtracks, video game music. There are some amazing things out there, and I am, finding love in harmony and trying with a guitar to make it sound like something else. And Guitar Heroes are great, but even though I loved them before, I'm not into that so much anymore. And I don't know. I think that's okay. I mean, I had this, guitar shredding era in my life, and now I'm kind of past it. And it's good. I'm finding other things that I'm really enjoying to play. I was disappointed with the last Opeth album. I was too. I have to say I was too. I think they did a great job with the vocals. They have like this different characters and the story, the narrative, the lyrics that are good. But I feel like the rest of the band they didn't go up as much as the vocals did. I'm kind of digging fusion jazz opera. Did you so like me? Well, maybe, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I did study jazz for a while, so I was into it for a long time, and now I'm not playing it anymore, like not much. But I mean, I did really like studying harmony, like jazz harmony, and I try and add those things into my playing and into my music, the music that I write. With my band Therapist project, I try and write so many harmonic parts that I mean, I'm not doing the riffing and the two guitars doing the same thing anymore. I'm trying to open things up a little bit, and it's rewarding when it works. It sounds phenomenal, and I'm not doing any production, which is something that I kind of I grew to hate production. When you hear a song and there's like 16 guitars recorded, like there's this 12-string acoustic and a 6-string acoustic and a clean Fender Stratocaster, and then they have a double-tracked Gibson Les Paul with Mesa Boogies, and then the solo is harmonized, and then you go on, and then you go and see the band live, and there's only one guitar player, and you go like, dude, what? So yeah, I'm not into that, right? So I'm writing the stuff that I'm writing for the musicians that we are in the band. So you will rarely find more stuff in the album than in the concerts that we play. And so we have one main singer, so she's doing one line. And if there are vocal harmonies, it's because I'm doing them. She doesn't record more than once, So yeah, also when I started practicing the songs after, writing them and recording them, I started finding that I could sing in other places because I was, I had learned the riff and practiced it enough that I could add a vocal harmony that maybe I couldn't before because I was, so concentrated on or focused on the riff. So now we actually do more stuff live than we did for the record. So to me, that's great because you go to the show and you find more stuff, not less stuff, Yeah, Christina. And Christina is the freaking best vocalist I have ever known. And with the band that I joined, that she was the singer as well, and Born in Exile. I mean, I joined the band, and then we started playing together there. I met her in that band, and in the album that they had released, she had tons of vocals and stuff like that, and it sounds amazing. I mean, the more of Christina that you get, the better it gets. But I mean, but we tried a different approach, and it's working. I mean, it's working differently. Can I ask you a personal question? I guess, yeah. Are you gonna ask me out, or that if I am single or something? Go for it. I'm joking. Are you able to make a living out of music? I mean, technically, yes, because it's kind of why I quit playing guitar. Oh, okay. So technically, yes, because every single cent that goes into my account, let's say, is because of guitar. Whether it's playing shows or, my Patreon exercises for guitar, or my Patreon with my band service project, or the shows that we have, the CDs and t-shirts that we sell, and obviously the support we get from our fans. That's the most important thing. And but yeah, if it was only by playing and my band, then no. What I would do is teach a lot of guitar lessons. And there was a point in my life where I was doing like 37 hours of lessons every week, and thankfully now I don't need to do that anymore. Now I'm doing like 22 hours, let's say, of lessons, but then I do all my exercises, I write my music, and I write the music for all the instruments. So in my band, I'm doing both different guitars, I'm doing the vocals, I'm doing the backing vocals, I'm doing the lyrics, I'm doing the drums, I'm doing the bass. So obviously different players record the albums and play them live. Obviously I can't do everything at the same time. But I mean, with guitar lessons, the music, Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube, eventually I hope it kind of works out. So yeah, I live a humble life, but I am blessed to be able to do what I do every single day. And I have worked my ass off since I was 16. I have been practicing 8 hours every day, or 7 or 9. And I wake up very early. I practice a lot. I write a lot. And then I go to work and I teach. And when I come back, I stream. So this is the world we live in right now. It's like we have to be productive every single day, all the time. But I am having a blast doing it. I love making music, and I am getting better at singing slowly, so that my backing vocals don't suck anymore. When I started, they were terrible. And very soon, I'm releasing a cover with a friend of mine. We did all backing vocals, and that's it. It's like a, how do you say this? Like a choral piece? I don't know. So yeah, it's only vocals. There's no instruments. And yeah, I like that everything seems to be moving forward. But yeah, I mean, if it was only from the shows, it's impossible to make a living of it, especially here in Spain. I don't know where you live, but it's difficult, very difficult. I'm sorry, I was rambling, so I didn't read the messages. Joaco has a ring on his finger. I do. A lot of people ask me, and doesn't that bother you when you play guitar? It's like, no, not at all. Or I don't know. I have had this ring on my finger forever. So I have never played without it on my hands. So I guess I just got used to it. Married to the music, maybe, yeah. You have strong mental. You mean a strong mental mindset, or strong mental problems? Both? Yeah. um, Selling t-shirts is the real money maker for a musician. I mean, mm, it depends. I know that sometimes when we make a new design, our truest fans, they just pick it up instantly, and that's great. But also sometimes you have a big box over there filled with t-shirts, and unless you do shows, you are not selling those t-shirts, because rarely people will go online to your Bandcamp or your website and just order t-shirts randomly. It happens, it happens, but I mean, you wouldn't make a living out of selling t-shirts online, you know? It's like when you do a show, you're definitely selling some, and that's great. But to sell them, you need to pay for them first. So it's like it goes around all the time, you know? It's like you need to be able to make like a little sacrifice first, spend some money, and then maybe um don't do that. Come on. So yeah, it's like it happens, but yeah, if we're not touring, then it's very hard to sell merch. But luckily we're having a tour very soon. So yeah, we're hoping to sell some t-shirts, our new album that is coming out in May. And yeah, we're hyped. Very hyped. However, going back to the living out of music, making a living out of music, I mean, that was never my intention. So maybe this is not what you wanted to hear, but I mean, I do it because I would never do anything else. You know, it's like I cannot think of anything else. So when I went to study music, I did it because I wanted to know more, not because I wanted a, like a diploma. How do you say this? Like something saying that I studied so that I could get a better job, or something, I started teaching because um, I found it, a friend of mine said, hey, they're looking for a guitar teacher here. And I was like, okay. And I remember I was back from a tour. I did this 6-month tour around the world. And when I came back from the tour, I had €9 in my account. So I had to do something, right? And this showed up in my Facebook. A friend of mine tagging me in the job application thing. So, I said, I mean, okay, I have €9 left, so let's do this. And yeah, I started teaching. It worked, so I could, you know, keep doing music and teaching music. So I started with like only 10 or 12 students the first year, but then it started growing and now I have 20 something, but I've had 37, as I mentioned before. So at the same time, so it's like, and all the lessons are individual. So it's like I did 37 individual lessons every week. And yeah, so it's crazy. But I've been doing this for a long, long time. So I managed to survive with less, how do you say this? Glamour. I don't know. Less expensive stuff, I'm guessing. I do have a nice guitar. That is great. But the rest is the other JP that I have is a Sterling, so that was like $600, $700, something like this. So I only have like one serious instrument. The rest is what I can afford. And as I was saying, it's like I'm fine with that. Um, I'd rather do what I do and finding the beauty that the music can offer rather than just doing easy riffs to, tour with a big band that doesn't deliver the message that I would look for just for money. And I know that this is not a popular opinion, and I'm fine with that. I mean, um, I just like asking questions. I like looking for stuff. But I know that you might not always find the answer, and you might not always find what you were looking for. But it's the traveling and the looking for stuff that is fun and nurturing. I'm straying from the path. I'm sorry. Wakuchi works so hard to give us musical excellence. Oh, I wish I could deliver musical excellence. Dude, that is so not true. I love what you're saying, but I would not accept that. I'm working on more stuff, but I mean, it will take a while because this thing that I have where I'm looking for stuff constantly makes me write a lot of stuff, but then the publishing is not as fast. So it's like I need to slow myself down because otherwise I mean, the Side Stories album that is coming out now, I finished recording my stuff, my parts in January 2023. So it's like this album is 2 years late in a sense. So if I keep that rhythm up, it's like it's hard to keep up for everyone else. Like for the designer with the album cover and the art, for the rest of the musicians, because obviously they have their own jobs and other bands and projects. So it's like I wouldn't dare push them any more than I'm already doing. And it's like it's thanks to them that this music goes anywhere. But I mean, if it was for a matter only of myself, I would be releasing a new song every single day. My favorite, at least. Okay, I can live with that. The fact that it is done for the love of music and not for the love of the money is part of what makes it special. But I mean, as I was saying, it's like, and I've said this before in our previous philosophical stream, it's like money is okay. I mean, when you have it, that's great. But I make money with my guitar lessons primarily. So I wouldn't dare to, contaminate my, looking for the art, my way of looking for art with the ambition of something material like money. And I don't mind working a lot of hours if I can keep my art intact. So that's really all there is to it. You guys, I'm gonna cry. I I never liked easy for the sake of it. Sorry. Um, Even with video games, I like difficult video games. It's like or movies or series. It's like when you sit down to watch something and you already know how it's going to end. I'm not interested anymore. I need a, how do you call this? Like a plot twist, right? Scotland tour. That would be amazing. Yeah, we need to make that happen. We really need to. I think our friend Kakashi left us a while ago, but it's good that at least we talked about all this and I could share some of the stuff and insight, behind my musical crafting, like you're saying. These are freaking hot in my ears. Anyway, guys, it's getting kind of late, so I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go to bed. Tomorrow I have a long day ahead. And yeah, we'll start planning the Scotland tour. With the next album, maybe? So I shouldn't be saying this, but I already have 3 more songs for Serapis Project. But only the instrumental parts. Oh, I'm lying. One of them has lyrics. Warm in Barcelona? No, not too much. These days. These days it's been raining like crazy. So it's kind of colder, but probably, I mean, definitely not as cold as over there, guys. So yeah. I'm going to take off. I'm going to get some rest. I kind of need it. And then I'll see you guys, I don't know, maybe next week. I remember doing Tuesdays. Tuesday was a good day for streams. So maybe I'll try that. And yeah. Yeah, it's been fun. We got to write a new song, kind of. And then, yeah, I'm wearing my beanie. I'm just, I don't usually, I don't know, upload selfies or stuff like that to stories or posts even. So you might rarely see me wearing my beanie. But I mean, I always take it with me because it's on my backpack. So when I go, when I finish working at the academy, if it's cold, I'll put it on, And these days it's been raining, so it's like I put my hat, my beanie, and then the umbrella, so I'm covered, completely covered. Right, so guys, I'll probably be here next week. Maybe do a few. I mean, we could do the new song, the new Serapis Project song. I could practice it here and teach you guys how to play it. And then we can talk about the storyline, the narrative, the whatever it is that you call it. And some tips, some more stuff like this. Today was fun. Yeah, it was great. So thank you for joining. I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you guys soon. I was not expecting that one. Good night. See you soon. Esto es espectacular, jefe.